G'day, Dave the Enlightened Plumber here with today's quote. Instead of worrying about what you have no control over or what you can't control, shift your energy to what you can create. Instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your energy to what you can create. So I like this one because, as Mark Twain says, and I'm not going to quote him exactly here, but it was something out, I've had many thousands or millions of worries, most of which have never happened. And the idea is that typically in a day, you as a human being will have many thousands of thoughts that then form into worries, of which most of them we can't control. They have no impact on our lives, so they're totally irrelevant. This quote here specifically is talking about worrying about what you can't control. Well, absolutely, you can't control the weather. You can't control, within most reasons, other people's reactions. You can't control how traffic's going to happen around you today. You can't control an accident that happened half an hour ago that you're ending up in a lineup. You can't control necessarily the price of gasoline unless you happen to be the CEO of one of the companies that produces and sells oil, right? So with that in mind, there are lots and lots, thousands of things, in fact, that even throughout our day that we cannot control. And yet, as humans, we have a natural tendency to worry about them. I, in the past, used to worry quite a lot. Well, not quite a lot, but I certainly worried about a number of things throughout a day. And over the years, I have realized that if I have no control over the outcome of whatever I'm thinking about, there is absolutely no point in me even thinking about them because I can't control. Well, I can think about them and go, okay, is there anything I can do? No? Okay. So what am I left with? Well, I am left with shifting my energy to what I can create. And in that regard, what I can create is my own thoughts, my own reactions, my own energy, my own personality. What can I create in this environment that serves me? And that's the big one. What serves me? So I can create the positive attitude and thought that says, okay, if I am going to a wedding, and this is like my best friend and his wife, and they're an awesome couple, and they're going to have this big party out in the field, and thousands of people are going to turn up, and oh no, it just thunders, lightnings, chucks it down. Well, now what's happening? Well, none of us can control the weather in that circumstance. But I can control the fact that, well, I'm going to enjoy the day and the event and the wedding anyway, and would hope that they are too, although I can't control that. And through that thought process, well, maybe that brings more joy to me and more joy to others around me, because now we're forced to interact more, say, in a closed, covered environment than perhaps wandering around and just looking at things and ignoring each other out in the field. Who knows, right? But the idea is to have that thought process of, well, what can I bring to the table? What can I create in this moment? Well, it's a good time. So, hey, let's have a good time. Yeah, perfect, right? And the same goes for driving to work. Well, okay, I'm stuck in traffic. What can I create? Well, I can create the fact that I am going to have a positive attitude and I'm going to sit here. Maybe I'll turn the radio up. Maybe I'll put some decent music on. Maybe I'll listen to a podcast while I'm waiting. Maybe. There's lots of other things. Maybe I can just smile at the people in the cars around me. Hey, who knows what can come from that? All I know is that I am going to be in a better place by making that choice to create the good, positive environment for me, which means you can do that too in your own days. So with that, instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your energy to something you can create. From Roy T. Bennett and myself, Dave the Enlightened Plumber, have yourselves an awesome, creative day, and don't worry about things you can't control. See you on the next one. Take care.